Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to discuss one important point regarding your gap up and gap downs. This is in respect to what happened on Friday. Friday, we had a very big gap down. Now, the news is international. It is not domestic news. It is because of some fight which broke out in the Middle East. Again, it is not our concern of what is the reason for this gap down. I want to show you something here, something maybe even you have noticed, and I want to discuss what is the meaning of this. If you look at this chart here, right now, this is Nifty's 15-minute chart. The open of the first candle on Friday is the same as the low of the candle. All right, what does this mean now? Before I get into the meaning of this, I want to show you something. What I'm going to do right now is, if you see on the bottom of your screen here, this RTH means regular trading hours. It does not show your pre-open market pre-open. It does not show. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to your extended trading hours. So it will show me. Everyone knows the Indian market pre-open is from 9 a.m. to 7. That's 7 minutes, right? That's 7 minutes. What is the price of the market pre-open? It shows us at that time. So here it tells us that the pre-open is at 24,473. So what I'll do here is I'll just mark this level 24,473. I'll write it here 24,473. Now the question I want to ask you is, why is this happening? Why is this happening? There was a fall in the market. The open came here, the pre-open. The first candle started from here, this level, 508. Here, this is 24. Pre-open is a 24,473. 24,508 is the candle low here, nearly, right? What is the reason? Why is there a gap here? Is there options or someone is taking position in futures? Is it because of that? No. Is it because there is some news which came out between that 7 minutes gap? That's why the market changed here. No, that is not the reason. So what is the reason and why this market in Nifty, especially, what kind of manipulation happens here? So is this pre-open a fake pre-open? It seems like that. It seems like that this is a fake pre-open. Why does anyone want to open here and directly start trading here? So is there a huge demand within that 1 second? Within the first second of the trading, is there a huge demand that the market starts trading immediately here? If that is the case, then there has to be some buy orders, correct? You agree with me? If the pre-open is here 24,473 and the open market open is at 508, okay, 24,508. So in this, somebody has to do buying, correct? If they're doing buying, then there has to be some candlesticks, or there has to be some let's say demand which is showing. So in your candlestick, suppose it's not there, let us go to a footprint chart. Let's go to a volume footprint chart and see. This is a volume footprint chart. If you want to learn volume footprints, I'll definitely teach it later. Right now, just focus on the topic here. Right now, in this volume footprint chart of, this is again volume footprint chart of Friday, first candle. We're talking about the first candle. So in the first candle, you see the low of the candle here is 508, approximately 507, 508. What I'm going to do is same thing. I'm going to change it to extended trading hours. Done. I've done that. Now you see here, you can see the pre-open, correct? You can see the pre-open here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it. I'll show you. Let's change the color of this. Okay. So the pre-open is here. The market pre-open is at this point. And what did we find out? We wanted to see some buying activity here within 1 minute, 1 second, whatever. We wanted to see a buying activity to justify this gap. Justify this gap, we wanted to see some buying activity. There is none. Even in the volume footprint, that there is no buying activity here. So what happened exactly at this candle here? What happened here at this low? You can see this 354, right? 0.26. Why is this zero? This is buy side, this is sell side. This means whatever selling pressure has come, somebody has completely absorbed the selling pressure and only buyers are left. All right. This is some sort of an explanation. Okay, I understand. But what is the explanation of this gap then? What is the explanation of this gap? There is no explanation. So what is this gap for then? Why is the pre-macro open so different from the open? We don't know. Is this to trigger SLs between players? Is it to trigger margin call? Is it something like that? Maybe. We don't know that. So is this some kind of manipulation which is happening in the market? It might be that case. But is this the first time? Now, question here I'm going to ask you, is this the first time? No, this is not the first time. What I want you to observe is right now that market has opened directly and gone up. All right, it has gone up. I've seen this recently, just recently in the past few sessions here, last month. I'll just show it to you. This happened here. This date, I think everyone will remember, 9th of May, because this is a Friday. And after that, in the weekend, we had the ceasefire news and market gapped up next immediately big. So same thing happened here also. If you notice clearly, the pre-market open is here. Price never came back to test it. It went big, first candle, comes back down, goes sideways. And next day, there is a big up move in the market. So does that mean now today in Friday, we closed exactly same pattern? Friday, first candle like this, will we see a big move on Monday? Is this the case? I'll take another example, which is, let's say, not a Friday. I don't remember if it's a Friday or not. There's another example recently I saw, I think in the month of March. We showed, yeah, here. Same thing. Guess what? This is a Monday. This is a Monday. What happened here? Small gap down here. Pre-market down. First candle, big candle, green candle. And then market goes sideways the same day. Little bit, not much movement, sideways a little bit. What happens after that? What happens after that? There's a big move in the market, trending move on top, upside. So is this pattern telling us that this is a, let's say, a footprint of the operators of what they're going to do? I'm going to ask you a simple question. Do you think on Monday, the market is going to blast higher then? Is this a indication that the market is going to go higher? So what do you think, guys? Have you seen these kind of patterns in the market? Let me know in the comments. Do you think the market is going to rally on Monday? Do you think this is a trap? Actually, is not going to happen. What is your idea? Have you seen different charts with the same kind of gap up, gap down, or pre-open market? The gap is different from the opening candle. Have you seen this kind of pattern? If you remember, near the bottom, you see the bottom of Nifty recently, April 7th, something like that similar happened. I'll show you. But it is not this case. It is similar, but not this case. Let me go to April 7th. Right. Similar case, but not exact the same. You can see here what happened. Market gaps down huge. Pre-open is here. First candle open here. There's a gap. All right, understood, there's a gap. But the first candle comes and retests this point. So that kind of scenario is totally different. Similarly, market goes sideways, but again, next day we already know what happens. Market triggers a massive rally, and this is nearly the bottom of the year so far, 21,000, approximately near 700. But this is not the same case. The case which I'm trying to show you here is a little different. Market does not come back and retest this point, keeps going higher, right? So note this kind of patterns. If you see them in the market, it's very important because these are not something which happens every day. It happens nearly near a big move in the market. So we'll watch what happens next week, and we'll keep you updated of any other anomalies or any other weird patterns which happen in the market. If you do have any evidence or if you have any foresight of what is happening in the market, definitely do share it in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and be safe.